Welcome to Civitas Handshake. In these partner cities, experts and local authorities join forces in Handshake to design, develop and implement over 60 solutions across 13 cities on making cycling a more attractive everyday mode of transport. In their endeavors, the city partners are supported by EC Nova from Italy, who coordinates the project, ICLE from Germany, Mobile 21 from Belgium, the CZO, the Urban Cycling Institute and Velo Mondial, all three from the Netherlands. The solutions that the cities worked on may be multifaceted or interconnected, but each solution fits into one of four categories of activity that help drive the performance of successful cycling cities. My name is Pascal van der Noord from Velo Mondial, and I will be your host on this trip. Meander with me through the cities, finding out how cycling is organized, what has been achieved, and what the future will bring. Today we will visit Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, with its characteristic semicircle medieval city centre and attractive canals. Amsterdam and bicycles have enjoyed a long-lasting love affair. In rain or shine, good times or bad, Amsterdammers embrace the bicycle. Making up 36% of all trips, or roughly 665,000 bike rides a day, the bike is both the most widely used and fastest growing means of transport. This makes Amsterdam one of the world's bicycle capitals. Daily cycling has become a central part of Amsterdam and Dutch society, and a solution to congestion even across longer commuting distances. Here in the city of Amsterdam, I'm in the company of the bike program manager of the city of Amsterdam, David Gelauw.
My name is David Gelauw. I'm the bike program manager of the city of Amsterdam. We're now going to the street to the left of here. It's called the Eerste Constantijn Huygenstraat. It's being completely redesigned, rebuilt. And what's unique about this one now is that the continuous flow of the bicycle was dominant over the flow of the continuous flow of the car in the whole process. And I don't know if you can see it over there. It says it's forbidden to get in there except for the bicycles. And that's a novelty. So it's a sign of how much of a bike city we are, but also of how much of a car city we also still are, because this is a first where this was so, well, out of question from the beginning of the process. And this is going to take about 4, 5, 6 months, the whole street, before it's done. So for us it was very important that the bikes could continue flowing. And what you see is that they will first do one half of the street and then the other half of the street, so you can keep the flow continuing. The idea of a bicycle street is actually a part of an evolution we are seeing from completely separated bike paths. That's been a big part in the success of bikes, to now becoming a much more car-low city. That's a process that will take quite a while. So I'm not sure if the bicycle street per se is the future. It is a step towards a place where a lot less cars will be in the city and a lot more other kinds of vehicles, especially bikes. But you also have way faster bikes, like the speed pedelecs and Van Mo, for instance, already announcing a bike that could travel 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. And that poses a real, not only a challenge, but a real threat, I think. And that's a worrying thing, so that's really something that's high on the agenda for the next years. And I think for maybe the next 10 years to come. So this is one of the first examples of a new way of thinking of redesigning crossings in the street for bicycles, born out of necessity. Because there used to be huge traffic jams over here, especially around rush hour. This is what we call the French fries bag. That's it's called in Dutch. But what you actually see over here is that you start out with a pretty wide lane, and you end up much smaller, and the other side does the opposite. And what it actually does is, because it means people start within the lines, we see people tend to stay within the lines. So the different speeds will make them go to a smaller wide width at the end, and the opposite side will do the same. And we've got great footage of that, how it works when they started outside of the lines because there wasn't enough space, and there would be much more unwanted meetings in the middle of the bicycle path. We are entering now one of the first really tangible results of the Carlo agenda. This whole street had to be redesigned. And as I said, you can always choose to bring it back as it was. It needed maintenance, but it's been completely redesigned and it's been made much more easy. There's a lot of car traffic taken off and it's a lot less interesting for car traffic to be around here. What you can see is that they made the tram lane green and they made a little park over here. What this really is inviting for people to sit over here and relax over here. So of course this summer we're going to see whether it actually works, but we have very, very good perspective on that.
As we heard, the City of Amsterdam is focused on embedding cycling in strategic urban planning by fostering collaborative and integrated planning for cycling and developing regulatory provisions with cycling as a driver for the thinking. Let's listen once more to David Geloof on what he has to say on the subject.
To everything, basis of the success of bicycle is not a separate bicycle program, as also already said, but is integral thinking about how your city is designed. And it's not only for bikes, because what we're doing with the program is taking care of some of the problems the bikes actually pose towards pedestrians, for instance. So start thinking integral is very important. We've been doing that, but we're also still learning very much how to do it. And we see we're getting better at it. So as I said, the whole don't get together or playing between the Carlo agenda and a program like the bike program is very important for the future of the city of Amsterdam. I think for cities that start thinking about it, remember that cities like Amsterdam, but we are already imagining a city where every pedestrian or every residential area was relaxed enough to also bike through, so you don't even need your road, and that makes it very important.
A rapid increase in cycling's modal share in Amsterdam over the last 20 years means bicycle congestion has become a challenge. Bikes parked on the pavement in busy areas form a common obstacle for pedestrians. The advent of different types of bicycles, such as cargo bikes and electric bikes, and their speed and size variations require infrastructure design to respond to these different types of cyclists. To keep up with Amsterdam's growth, it is vital to keep evolving, innovating and investing. And that is exactly what Amsterdam has been doing and is doing, this time supported by Handshake's partners. Please join me on one of my other trips to one of the 13 partner cities involved in Civitas Handshake. And for more Handshake resources, go to the website.